Mizzle social corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle social corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle social corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle social corner. I got a question for you.
Hey Sam, how you doing, boo? What's going on, y'all? How's it going? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. You know, I'm rocking my little pins today. Yeah. If y'all missed my P-Valley Live I just did, I'm about to upload the link for y'all to watch it if y'all did not watch it yet. But what's going on, y'all? Happy Sunday. What's going on? Happy Pride to all the people who are celebrating Pride today or the whole week. Yeah, let me get together. And put the little music. Let me do the shows update first. What a week, y'all. What a week we have been through. That's why I decided let's do some social corner today. Next week we'll do a Mizzle Talks. Alright, let me check. Everybody in Twitter land, appreciate y'all watching and viewing. If y'all enjoy my content, hit that link on my profile. Follow my link and also click on that link and subscribe to my channel and come over here and join the chat. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Let me turn this down a bit more. All right, what's going on? So, yes, today's Mizzle Social Corner. We got different topics to discuss. After I read all this, then I took the topics and we get into it. All right, so we got Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4 on Saturdays. Love and Marriage DC season 1 on Saturdays as well. Those two shows I haven't been watching the last 2 episodes, but when we resume for real, right? When we resume the Love and Marriage Huntsville review, which is not next week, because next week we'll talk about P-Valley and the Blackhamptons, but the following week we go to talk about those 3 episodes of DC and 3 episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville in one live. So let's get ready for that, and I will catch up from there. So, but I'll be keeping up. I'm keeping up touch with the reviews and the stuff that was going on the shows. So I know what's going on. I just I haven't watched it myself to give y'all my opinions about things. So we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, but I'm hearing some things, y'all. Don't get me wrong. Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, not season 1. Season 14 on Bravo on Sundays. I think it's coming on tonight. If not, I don't know, because BET's awards coming on tonight. So it might not. If it is, I DVR it, so we'll watch it some other time. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 on Bravo on TV on Wednesdays. Yeah, if y'all did not, let me put my views up. If y'all did not catch my Beverly Hills reviews, please watch that, because I think I might to separate the Dubai and Beverly Hills releases on one day at different days, because I don't want one review to be overshadowed by the other one and it causes issues. Internet, you better get together. I don't got time for that. AJW Boo, what's up? Because I know if I put Dubai and Beverly Hills together, even though it was like spread apart back to back on the same day, Dubai's get more reviews than the Beverly Hills. So I want to separate the 2 days so it won't be overshadowed by each other. But they're gonna probably Dubai probably be more interesting. So people watching that more than I watch my Beverly Hills. But for real, right? She is a fool. I can't stand Crystal right now. And Rhythm Cloud, yeah, they make a lot of sense. And that's crazy. But you know, some people that hate people that we hate the most sometimes do make sense at times. Real Housewives of Dubai season 1 on Bravo on TV on Wednesdays. Like I said, I will still release my Dubai review on Thursday, and I'll probably kick my Beverly Hills review and post it up there on Fridays. MTV Catfish season 8 on Tuesdays. This recent episode of Catfish was good. I ain't gonna front. The way he compared that freaking conversation to a Sims, I was like, oh hell to the no, boy. You played yourself. Not the motherfucking Sims. Really? Good thing nothing came from that friend. I was like, shit, I was just so due with that conversation. Married to Medicine premieres Sunday, July 10th on Bravo TV. And I say I was going to review it, but I'm not going to do it like week by week basis. I do it every few episodes, and I give a little update on what I talk about. So it's not going to be one of the shows I'm going to do it weekly, because I mean, Married to Medicine has been up and down with that show. But this seems like it will be interesting. So I'm going to talk about it every few episodes. Bell Collective Season 2 premieres July 29th on OWN. And yes, they're coming up with a Season 2, and they dropped the super trailer. And basically all the girls is back except for Dr. Antoinette. You know, Dr. Antoinette was that biracial woman? Oh no, the black woman who dated who married to a white husband, and they got divorced and everything. You know, she had the whole big thing about having biracial children and all that stuff. So it was a whole spill. And I know she was trying to build a clinic up, and that's what it was. But that's it. She's not back this season. So they replaced her with 2 other new girls, So Gucci and somebody else. I forgot the other name. But we'll figure out the names when we get close to the premiere time, or when the premiere time goes. But we do have Marie back. We do have Tamba back. We do have Latrice. And what's her name? What's the other name? Letitia? No, it's not Letitia. Ooh, not Letitia. The names will be good there. I know. I forgot the other one name, but they all back except for Dr. Antoinette. Yes, and I will review it. Like I did season 1. I did a week. I think I did weekly or every 2 weeks. But the Bell Collective reviews was up on my channel. So yeah, if they ain't catch it, you can catch it on my channel of the reviews. P-Valley season 2 on Stars. So I did my review at 1:30 today. And if y'all did not catch it, please catch the replay. I'm about to put the link right now. So yeah. RuPaul Drag Race All-Stars Season 7 Winner's Circle on Paramount TV. And the Black Hamptons BET Plus premieres on July 1st. So next Sunday, we're going to talk about, I don't know if it's going to be a movie or a series. If it's series, then whatever it is, we're going to talk a little bit about how we feel about the Black Hamptons on next Sunday, as well as a P-Valley review at 4 o'clock. Okay? And what else later on? Hey Dominique, it's all right. We still getting started. MTV Capture Review will be up on Wednesday. The Bible Review will be up on Thursdays, and Beverly Hills Review will be up on Friday. Movie night still on Thursdays, and then next Sunday we're talking about Mizzle Talkers, the Black Hamptons, and P Valley. All right, so after this live, it is a BET Awards at 8:00. If y'all want, I probably will watch it because I usually don't watch it. But like I said, I'm home. I ain't doing anything much, so I'll watch it and I'll just put it on Discord and we just watch it along together. If y'all want to watch it together, is apparently if I wait till at the DVR and watch it afterwards, it's gonna be late. So let's watch it together. Commercial. Let's see how it is. So YGP Henson is hosting it. So get down to the gritty. I didn't even know it was coming on today. I forgot. Totally forgot. I did close before, but we'll talk about that later. All right, so Mr. Social Corner. So we got a couple of topics. We talk about the first. We're gonna talk about the Supreme Court decisions. So let's get ready to have a discussion on that. Chloe barely supplies the song and the video. How we feel. Third, we're gonna talk about Omarion Shades' group. Talk about a little bit about his theatrics of the verses and his members clap back. Next, after that, we're gonna talk about Beyonce Break My Soul, the house music, the history a little bit about it, and also Azaelia Banks and how she's going on the control right now. I don't know what's going on with her. Saucy Santana by saying the gays won the world and how Black women use gays and all that stuff. We're gonna discuss that because it was a clip about the Fox Soul. And to be honest, all three made a good points. Claudia, Al, and Funky. So we're gonna talk about that. And lastly, we ended with the 6 brown chicks. You know I like that. So 6 brown chicks Q&A. So y'all stick around and let's get into it. At first, let's hear a little. It was a clip or no? First, we're gonna talk about the Supreme Court decisions. Then let's go 13. Let's get a clip of
it's going to be up to.
Oh, it turned off.
All of those questions now are going to depend on what the state legislatures and the governors decide on in those states. And that's the bottom line. And it's not, you can no longer go to the Supreme Court and say, this law is illegal, it's unconstitutional. The court is saying that there is no constitutional right to an abortion. Go to your state legislator and tell them, take it up with him or her. We're out of it. I mean, that's basically what the court means is it's going to be up to the people in the state capitals. So some states are going to try to ban medical abortions. Some states are going to try to prevent women from accessing medical abortions of pills that might be out of state or out of country. All of those questions now are going to depend on what the state legislatures and the governors decide on in those states. And that's the bottom line. And it's not, you can no longer go to the Supreme Court and say, this law is illegal, it's unconstitutional. The court is saying that there is no constitutional right to an abortion. Go to your state legislator and tell them, take it up with him or her. We're out of it. I mean, that's basically what the court.
All right. So what day was this? This was Wednesday, or because I know this is like a touchy subject. So let's talk and let's be respectful for each other's opinions. And let us be respectful, and we're gonna discuss about it because I know it is a topic, but I usually don't talk about it on the channel. But with this big decision that affected the country, I had to say something about it. I had to, and everything. I think it was Wednesday. I think it was Thursday or Friday. I woke up and I first found out about this ruling when I searched through the Instagram chat group that Auntie Momo, Tracy, Sunil, and everything else have. And I saw it and I said, they really did what they did. They really did this. This is like ridiculous. Everything. And it's like we all had an inkling that it was going forward, especially when that person got upset when the thing got leaked. I said, oh, you upset because it got that leaked because that's what y'all talking about. The fact that y'all was overturning and a lot of us was like knowing this was going to happen. And it was like, wow. And all right, so F Trump will unhype women who don't want unhype men. Others. The will come as part in this for 50 years, and everyone will give us who support this. That's what I'm saying. The woke was away of this for. Tell me about it. It was more backwards. Oh, and the number has been unknown that and not doing multiple sex roles. My name is catching loud again. Hey, Toy, how you doing, boo? Yes. So I woke up to it and I found out, I'll say, this is ridiculous. This is like we're going backwards. 50 years of precedence of this protecting the land, protecting women's rights, of making a decision of abortion, and then you took that away. Now it leaves up to the states. And it was crazy how all these red states was passing these laws. And I said, do they know something? Or they know an inside scoop of this going to happen against Warsaw? Because it was so crazy how all these states was passing these restrictive laws of abortions and women productive systems and his rights. So in quick fashion, and there's a lot of the red states. So, and I say they can't do this without overturning the federal, because the federal is still intact. So the state, like, y'all making these laws for what? It's still in attack. But then again, it's clear. And then again, this happened. So I was like, if they was able to be succeeding in this manner, you best believe they are going to the other ones as well. The law that governing contraceptives, the law that's governing same-sex marriages, the law that's governing interracial relationships and marriages. They're going for them next. And I figure Thomas put it out there as opinion that they should look into that. I said, oh, okay. They will. They will. There's no doubt about it. So anybody thinking, oh, they won't touch that, they will. Because the fact that they touched this and they overturned it, all the other ones going to be overturned. And it's crazy. And yes, I'm not a woman, but at the same time, I do deserve people have the right to govern their own body. They should be able to make their decisions on themselves. And the states that make it illegal, and then the fact that when you have sexual assault and incest is very high, especially sexual assault is very high in this country, and that most of the states that did pass it, that they can't use that as an excuse. And that's like, really, that's not an exception to get one. I was like, no, this is not happening. It's not like. Now, some states, they are still, like New York, they is one of the states that still allows it. But this should not be a state thing. This should be federal protection. And now that people got to still they got to travel to another state just to get it because their own state don't have it, and their companies are supplying money for people to go to travel. And that's kind of embarrassing. I have to go to my company and say I need some expenses to go to whatever state that's available for me to get it, just to get one. You know, that's kind of like a private thing, and they're gonna probably ask you why you need the money, and you got to explain to them why. yeah. No neck niche got a lot of nerves to be past any type of bill. Share, I'm moving back to Chicago. And now people got to think about their plans. Like if you want to move, you got to understand this is the type of back in your mind you got to say to. Because when you go move to state, different states have different laws. So now you got to understand. Now I got to realize as a woman, I got to feel like what kind of rules they have against me and the staff of being a boy. It's ridiculous, and nobody, and as a man, especially men, should not be making laws passing that. Especially if they ain't making vasectomies mandatory, they should do that. Every man who sexual actor get vasectomy, and if you decide you want to have a child, you got to prove to yourself why you need with children because we reverse the surgery because that could be irreversible. Two tops can't. So, and I know a lot of people saying, well, men saying, well, women just stay down, just lock your thing down. When you lock down, I said, yeah, you can lock downs out of the men will continue increase of having sex with other men, or they go sexual assaults, and that gonna be all time high now. So it's not easy to say no, because if it was that easy, we wouldn't have this issue right now. But it's not that easy, and the fact that you can't use that as excuse, like exemption, to get out of it, to get your approved abortion, that is scary. Especially in those states, that is really scary. And they criminalize women for doing it, and criminalize the doctors. It's all that is scary. And then this federal gave these states the power to do so. Everyone supports these women to keep these babies until the babies get here, and then it crickets in the mother and struggling in the child. Yes. They want to do all this to protect life, but y'all can't fix the foster care system correctly. Y'all can't fix anything else to that because you can't make. Listen. And then it forces on the woman most of the time to take care of the child. So I read this post today on Twitter that this lady said, listen, I think it was a scenario. I don't know if it was a made up scenario or what. Or, yeah, I think or what. I don't know if she made up a scenario or it was a true story. That she said when she had this baby and he was trying to make me not to get one, and I said, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. Now this person's upset that he's a single father. I said, oh well, let the most get reverse. I think more women should start doing that. I said, okay, if I have to have it because you want to make me have it because I can't let this go, then you need to take care of it. I pay the child support. Or what? Or I won't take no support. Sure, that's due to them. Due to them like these a lot of the men do to these ladies for years. Oh well. Because I said it would be crazy for me to tell a woman, oh well, I agree with this. No, I can't say that. At the end of the day, we all came into this earth through women. Yes, it got created by the man. Yes, it takes two. But it's the woman go through their bodies and bringing us in the earth. So for y'all to even tell women that they can't, that is not unconstitutional, that the states can make the decisions, that's crazy. And y'all taking back, like these people fought. Hey, Tracy Boo, these people fought to get here. And even some of these people still alive to even see the decision that they worked hard for marching in their prime to be here to even see that they freaking hard work got thrown down in the drain and go right back to where they used to start it from. That's like crazy. Special education include IAPs and TAG, IHGs, AGs, good. If the men hold had to take one child. I like pain, but I can't go through that. What y'all go through, child. And a little thing, if it was came to fruition, it'll probably only be 2 or 3 people. I probably have 2 children by now. I don't know. Only probably 2. But other than that, no. It is. They want to be doing that. They want to do that. That's why I said make mandatory vasectomies and let them take care of it. That's what I'm saying. It's not. I was like, Even though companies not providing money for you could travel to, I was like, that's like invasion of privacy. Why did it come to you and tell you I need your money to get expenses so I could go travel? My kids, they want to be telling folks. Privacy is not in the Constitution. It is ridiculous. It go back. So then I had a discussion with my colleague yesterday, and he was discussing it. He said, "Oh, this is crazy," and stuff like that. And I said, "No, the point is that there's nothing you can do." I said, "It's much you could do." When that 2016 election happened, even though this probably was in the works way before this guy came on office, it was a lot of open seats, and the open seats could determine what laws could be moved in your direction. Knowing how he is and how he open was, you had to believe that he was going to point people to pass what he wanted. And that's exactly what happened. And it's very hard to get these people off their seats. I look at the picture of the justices. I was like, damn, some of y'all need to be retired and let other people could come in this land. Y'all said that look like y'all been here for years. Let it go. Let it go. Y'all sit down. Sit somebody here. Let other younger one crowds and join as justices. I looked at that. I said, damn. Some of y'all can't even child bear yourself. And y'all passing these laws for people. Yes. That's what I'm saying. It's there. So unless they I remember Biden pointed to someone because that one person left or whatever happened. I don't know what it was, the death, whatever happened. That person left. So he pointed to Antonio Brown. She's coming in soon later on in the year. But I would say, damn, this is the worst time she should came in at this point in time. But that's the only way. So those people say, well, Biden ain't doing nothing like that. He can. Once he's in seat, the president cannot overturn his justices unless that person, whatever happened, leaves, whatever, and they get out. And then it's up to the president to fill the seats. So at that time when he came, Orange Man came in that seat, it was a wrap. He pointed people because that's what he wanted. And they stayed in there. So what Biden and Kamala could do? Unless these people quote. Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. It shouldn't be like top 22. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be, yeah. And that's what was hard. So that's why all the people hating HC, AC, y'all know who she is. AC. I was like, give the good lady a chance. Or because you didn't want a woman president. I said, I'd rather deal with that than deal with a freaking Orange Man. Like, come on now. You want to be going through this right now. Maybe, maybe not. But those 3 seats was major point because it helped balance tip to their favor. Yes, those is coming next. And I'm telling people, this is next. Yeah, birth control, contraceptive, will be up in the next chopping block. Same-sex relations, marriage going to be in the chopping block. Interracial relationships going to be in the chopping block. Everything. Impeach Thomas ties to the insurrection and 3 judges who said they won. Yeah, and then they're gonna come and say, "Oh, they was misled. They didn't know." Nah, I don't misled. Y'all knew exactly what it was, or whatever wording y'all thought it was, whatever misleading y'all gave to the Senate, whatever to make it. Y'all did what you did. I'm playing well, right? So this is ridiculous. So now, my colleague last night, he said, "Oh, well, New York is good." I said, yes, it's nice and dandy for people who live in New York or who live in the states that are still allowing it, like California, New York, and other states. But it's not easy for other people who can't travel like that. They can't. They can't. So it's not that simple for you to say that. And then he said, well, it could be the exception of sexual assault and incest. I said, no, it's not. Where have you been? You need to read this stuff. No, well, no, it's not. I said, no, it's not at all. Now, the states that allow abortion, you don't really need a reason. If that's your choice, that's your choice, and they allow that. But the states that doesn't, and you live in there, and you don't have the means to go, you can't use sexual assault, the big R, and incest as an excuse to use it. To get it done, you can't. Most of them are denying that. The only way you would get out of it if it's a medical emergency of if you have the childbirth, you're gonna die. So that's the only thing that's gonna accept. And I said you can't accept that. So that's what I would say. It's not easy to say no, because if it's guys doing it now, they can't take rejection. I blame Wolf too. When you really think about it, yeah. I think when you think about it, yeah, I remember he blocked her. I remember that. It's the way I see was going back. And then the times that people fought for us to have the freedom to even relive that thing, I said, damn, now they want us to relive it. Not to that probably that extent, but it getting close to there. That's the saying. Shoot. That's what I'm saying. And she got to pay him. I remember that we talked about this last week on Momo's channel. I would say, really? But well, he would have to go. Needs a fresh young blood in here, because it's affecting the younger generations more so than they not. So we need some more people who have fresh mindsets. And now, do people even want to be in politics now? Because it's just crazy. Wow, so this is ridiculous. And to get punished for doing so. So I would tell Makai, I said, no, you got to read. And I said, this is sad because I have nieces. I just got a niece who's like 2 or 3 months now, right? And I had another niece who's just graduated out of elementary or high school, junior high school. And I have a couple other nieces too. I'm going to explain to them. I got to sit down and they ask me, because they know I'm into this stuff and I talk about these things. If they ask me, Uncle Ty, what's going on? I said, I got to explain to them. It's like, do you think that's heartening to you, explain to them the state of the world they're going and what they're going to be going through? Child, it is. Yeah, I don't know they're going that far, but they are making it hard to even. They all reversing some of these things. Now, then one of these guys mentioned Brown Boys of Board to add and something else. I said, "Oh boy, oh really? You really wouldn't take that back, huh?" Oh, they are. It's something. They probably need to restructure that whole system. That's what it is. That's what it is. Restructure that. They restructure that, then it could be debunk things. But I don't think that's going to happen. They need to do that to make it better. Not only that, let's hear a clip about this federal overturning New York stricter law.
Amendment ruling in more than a decade. The High Court overturning New York's concealed carry law that requires gun holders to show a special need to be armed in public. We have team coverage for you. First, we begin with CBS News' Jessica Moore breaking down the big decision. Current New York law says anyone seeking a license to carry a gun outside their house must demonstrate, quote, proper cause to obtain one, which state courts have said is a special need for self-protection.
The question before the Supreme Court right now is whether New York can do that. Do you need to show that you have this risk to be able to have concealed carry, or can anyone on the R train now have a gun in their back pocket?
Challengers to the law argued the Second Amendment protects the right to carry firearms outside the home for self-defense. Supreme Court just came down with it.
Okay. So this is the thing. So now people saying, oh, so guns have more protection than a woman's rights and a woman's bodies. This is where we going here? Because New York, yes, New York, they have one of the strictest gun laws of any other states that I know of so far, of carrying, and you got to provide special proper cause while you're carrying a gun in public. And it needs to be stated that. If you don't, you can't have one. Now, I don't know how these people was getting it, but, you know, that's what it is. So, because of that, the federal will say, no, it's not like, no, we don't need to have that. People could have carry when they need to have self-defense and stuff like that. And it's fine. So I'll say, so my colleague was talking about me last night. He said, oh, so now, you know, now every one of us could carry. I said, it's nice and dandy to have one to protect yourself, but it only had to be done if you have extensive background checks. You need to do that. You can't just let anyone to get one. You can't let anyone just get one. Just how people got to go through hoops and bounds now to get an abortion. People should get hoops and bounds now to get a gun. Psych evaluation, background checks, mental stability. Yes, all that's nothing to be taken into play before you even purchase one. You got to be an age limit. All of that. Yeah. So now the federal will say, no, deal with that. You can't get, no, it's that strict rule. Nah, that's not going to happen. Anyone could get one for self-defense. You don't need to have probable cause just to get the license. So now it's kind of debunked New York law and any other states that are trying to make it strict. To some way, shape, or form, the federal got to make a plan. And I think Biden signed something recently that's not really there yet, but he signed a little bit. Let me read what he said. He signed.
The bipartisan Safer Communities Act is the most significant update to the nation's gun laws in nearly 3 decades.
I've been at this work for a long, long time, and I know how hard it is, and I know what it takes to get it done. I was there 30 years ago, the last time this nation passed meaningful gun safety laws, and I'm here today for the most significant law to be passed since then, for the last 30 years. I'd like to thank the leaders and members of the House and Senate for working together to get this done.
The new law includes enhancing background checks for buyers under the age of 21, funding for mental health services and school safety, and improvements to red flag laws. New this morning, President Biden.
They think they do it to the number why they push them so much. Yes. Also, this goes against Jewish rules of their religious rights. Yes, and that's another thing. Because some that have religion, and this is happening, and it go against that, they can take the court. I said some court cases right now going through that. They said you could take it to court. You could still sue and take it to court. Whether it get passed or not, we'll see that. Unless it's somebody explained this in Twitter, and I read it, and I said it makes sense. The only way to go through if they feel like it's neutrality or equal, something like that. I read it, but I think I liked it or not, but I read it. But it had to be equal equitable law in the state. That means that no matter what, it still be treated the same way. So, I have mine in several states. I also have mine because that's what I'm saying. And now the federal would make it seem like it could. So him passing this bipartisan law is not great yet, but it needs to at least step to the okay direction. But I still don't know. We'll see how that goes, because they might pass something, and the next minute they want to take it back. So now they making that's a federal law, and then do away with the abortion law. And I was like, this was so flipped up. Oh yeah, the Miranda rights has been overturned too. You can't, the Miranda rights. Because you have to read your Miranda rights. You can't sue if they don't read you your rights. You can't sue if they don't read your rights. It is ridiculous, y'all. So now everybody, Twitter and everywhere says, dang, it's ridiculous. I ain't think this happened. And this, and some people say, I blame that. I said, don't blame that. Blame y'all who didn't vote. Blame y'all people who sat there act like a woman can't run the presidency. Well, blame that people who you feel like you can't get people in it because you don't feel like you're. I said, vote didn't matter at some point because when this decision happened, who went on television making a rally on Rich Man and his wife and his freaking junior? Or said, thank you, Father, thank you, Father. And he no. Yeah, because he put that thing in place for this to happen. So it makes some sense. But now, gun is more protected than women's bodies. That is backwards, asinine to me. I know it's heavy, but we're going to get through that from there. Anything else that was mentioned? Yeah, so yes, the other rights going to be overturned somewhere soon. And I guess we just got to wait for the ride and see what happens. It's tough. Why? Why's gonna be what's that? That's what I'm saying, and it's like crazy. And not only that, the W womans, the black R's, you know what I'm going to talk over there, Latino R's, all the people who voted for that orange man at that time should be blamed. You thought she had it in the bag, especially at the popular votes, child. And even the black supporters who supported that guy. I was like, what the hell y'all smoking? But that's what it was. So that's what happened. We'll keep abrupt on everything that's going on. And maybe on my Discord and stuff like that, I still talk about different things here and there. If something major happens, I will mention it on my channel again. That's why I have to talk about it and give y'all inputs, y'all thoughts, and y'all coming out. Put it out there. There's a platform for it. We have time today. Put it out there, y'all. Because this is ridiculous. It affects child. That post. Let me see. Let me read a little bit. Let's read a little bit, y'all. Because I was looking at that post. I said, let me read it. And I said, you better do it right, girl. I want some parts to it. Let me try. Yeah. Thank you. I needed them to get thirsty just to see them. Perpetuity, so it can't be changed. Yeah. For real. That's why I love you. Thank you. I love you too, boo. All right. So this is what the lady said. I said, listen, if a lot of people would do this, what this lady did, shoot, men would think twice. And they would so act like, I mean, there are a lot of men who do feel about a way about this decision because it should not happen. And there's some men who's ignorant, you know, as always. Well, that's not that. We were with We weren't in a serious relationship when she got pregnant. She never met our son. Even after the birth, she had no desire to see him. We went to court to figure out custody and support could be figured out, and I have 100% full custody, legal custody, and physical custody. Her name is on the birth certificate, but she has no custody and no right to visitation or to make things like medical or education decisions. She didn't want any of that. Every month she pays 125% of the court order child support. She says that if I ever marry someone who wants to adopt him, she will agree. But until then, she pays child support. And that has been that way since our son was born. I raised our son on our own. He's 18 months old now, and he had never met her, and I don't even have any photos of her even. I am burned out and have hate being a single parent. I love my son, but I resent him. My family tries to help, but they can't. They can, but I do it most of the time. I would never hurt or neglect him, but I'm exhausted all the time. I tried to go to court to give her split custody because she didn't want it in abortion, and I didn't. Because she wanted one and he didn't, she made it clear she would never be involved after the birth. And because we went to court when he was 6 months old, but because we went after he was born and agreed on things, so now she pays more support than the court ordered. The judge said he can't force her to look after him. I can't see her in almost in a year. And the last time I heard, she had a tummy tuck and laser stretch marks treatment and is working on gym. She also told her friends and family she is an egg donor and not a mother. She's a deadbeat mom, and the court won't do anything and is forcing me to struggle as a single parent. Do I have any legal remedies here? Nope. You got full custody, boy. Bye. Move. You know DeSantis about to do some bitching too. On the trash. Kind of ones. Yeah. No, it's not you could do, guy. I read this whole thing. Basically, he made her carry the baby in term. She didn't want it. Because he made her did that, she decided, you know what? Because it's your decision and I didn't want this and I had to carry, you take care of all full responsibility of the baby. I don't need to make no decisions. I don't need no split custody. I don't need nothing. Just she treating you how many men did women of years, of all kind of races, being deadbeat daddies. Create father's homes, pretending y'all were gonna be there, and when the baby's here, y'all split down. So that's exactly what she did. So now she says she's a deadbeat. She's an egg. Yeah, she just said she's an egg donor. That's what it is. She could take care of the baby. She haven't been in the baby's life since the baby was born. So that's what it is. Now you tired. You come to see how much they go through. See how much they go through. But yet, and then what kills me, a lot of these freaking ladies on the television screen was praising and congratulatory of the freaking decision. I said, what the hell? What? I roll my eyes so quickly. I roll my eyes so quickly. I said, oh no. Oh no. Okay. Y'all do what I praising. Bet you believe. Y'all do what I praising. Go ahead, girl. Y'all do that. When y'all need it, don't be crying to ask for help. So that's that. I know that was heavy, y'all. So that's Usai. And let's get to the fun stuff. Let's start laughing. Let's get to talk about some other things. Because I wanted to talk about that because it needed to be said. And it's like, they forgot Becky. That's what I was saying. Doing all that. And then, we get these mistresses paying who they could pay to get them nigga boy. Yeah, this is crazy. So y'all go ahead and praise. And it was like, yes, yeah. I was like, oh, no, y'all did not. No, it affected y'all, right? Okay. I guess they think that because they got the money. Whatever. And some of them I saw was young. So I said, well, what your head was been wrapped on it? I said, okay, whatever. All right, we're going to move on. Let's get to this. All right, 50. 25. All right, y'all. So real quickly, we're gonna talk about Chloe Bailey's new single and song and video. How y'all feel about that? Because first of all, Chloe, lady, where's your albums coming out? Like, come on, you giving us a long time before your first single. You said it's already done, so I just want to understand what's going on here. Like, speed it up. All right. Sure. All right, but then again, all these singles you releasing, it's like 2 minutes. I said, is your album gonna be 10 minutes album? Like, what is this? A 10-minute album? We can't be doing that. You need to get some 4-minute songs up in here. But then again, your songs does sound nice and everything. But surprise. So put panties to the side. Give me your money and I'ma make way for you. Making you cheat and no decision not do for you. Surprise. Gonna get my freaky side. Yes, now this thing is inspiration from Janet Jackson Anytime, Any Place video, because you know she did that same kind of pose in her video. So I said, oh, she took inspiration from Janet Jackson. You better pay homage. I said, I like that. And she said, y'all peep that, right? And it was nice. So far, compared out of all the singles that she came out with so far, I like Surprise the most. The reason why I like it because it's nice, sensual. Yes, it got a little freaky there. You understand the story, concept of the song, but the video was nice and subtle. It's just simple, straight. Her and a video boyfriend, playful, kissing, and I said she kissed. I said, oh, this must be acting. They kissed a little bit, but yes. And I like how she was in Beyonce suit, and she was dancing, and it was a nice storyline going on, like hugging and kissing and doing stuff like that. It was cute. It was cute, and I like Chloe is coming her own, and also her sister Haley. They doing their thing, and yes, and I just watched their little mini concert they had the other day, and I did not realize they did not win any awards for that second album they had, Ungodly Hour. And I need to listen to them. they great. They good voices. I'm not telling you, I'm not steering you on. They got great voices. They sing well and everything. And I appreciate Chloe giving us something. I do like the song. It's like a 2 minute, 2.5 second song. And it's really give me your money and I'll make it rain for you. Give me that one. Build me up, baby. Give me that one. Yes, Ungodly Hour was a great album, but they ain't win any awards with it. I said that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still great. And they are working on their third album, they said, or third or fourth, whatever. The next studio album, they're working on that. Oh, okay. I hear that. But I feel like she's doing a really great job of her songs that she's putting out there, and I know her sisters still gonna be working together, and they still got their solo projects. I'm happy for Chloe of doing her thing. Like I said, I enjoyed the video, I enjoyed the song. I remember when she teases, she wanted us to pick her next single, and she teases like 3 songs of the album. And when I heard all 3, I said, yeah, a lot of ones sound nice. But Surprise was what drew me in. And I know, I guess she felt that. A lot of people say the same thing. I said, it draws us in. So when she did the video, I was like, oh, snap. Because I thought everybody was picking the other one to call. What was the name of the song? I forgot the name of the song. But I thought people was picking the other one. But I guess people really want Surprise, and Surprise is here. Now, I don't know. She mentioned that she was nervous, excited for tomorrow. I guess she said that yesterday. So I guess today, I think she performing the BET Awards. I don't know if y'all let me know or not, if y'all know who's performing, but I think she is. So if she is, we get to watch her and see how she does. But that was any other thought of Chloe? Because I wanted to mention that because every now and then I do talk about music, and I haven't done that for a while because we haven't been getting a lot of good music that I really care for and everything. And don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. Like there are great music out there. It is that some artists I don't listen to, but just like she don't listen to some people, I listen to people. So Chloe is one of the people I listen to. This group, Chloe and Halle, is really great. I will support them both, and I'm ready to see Halle Little Mermaid live action movie. I can't wait till that come out so I can support that. I don't know, I ain't going to movies. I might just wait till Disney Plus. You know, I ain't going to the movies for a long time, child. Sure, let's go to Disney Plus and let's put it in there. But yes, but this pose right here is kind of resemble she paid homage to Janet Jackson. And I said, oh, okay. And it's very simple. It's a very simple video. And cinematography, the storyline, and yes, if you listen to the words, you read the lyrics, you know what's up with the song. But it's just nice and sensual. And then you just pop it in. It's like, surprise, slip my panties to the side. I said, I like you, man, do it, girl. But yeah, so if you haven't tried listen to it. It's not a long song. It's only 2-minute song and everything, and it's great. In the video, it's up, and I'm just waiting for her album. And also, y'all know I've been trying to wait for Normani album all this long time. I guess she said she completed her album, so waiting soon to see when she get her album. Because I was like, girl, Normani, like you have been waiting all this long time. Shoot, when your album come out, I might be disinterested. Yes, disinterested, not uninterested like Joan did. And Girlfriends, I remember that episode. So we'll see. All right, let's move on to the next topic. I just wanted to put that out there. It was good, y'all. Let's go to next. We're gonna talk about Omarion and his theatrics, and how he shaded his group on our show. If y'all did not see my Versus live, because after the Versus, I did went live that night. I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all really came on that live and y'all was there and discussed it. If not, y'all please catch the replay if y'all didn't watch it. Because we was like, baby, when is this going to end? I was like, this thing was so freaking long. Now, I'm not going to recap the whole Versus because this live explains what I talked about. But you can see what was saying. Yes. So y'all know the Versus was this Thursday. It was this past Thursday. We watched it on Discord, and I did a live afterwards, and that's that. So we already know Mario sang down. Mario did his thing in the Versus. He knows style about it. I think he has something to prove because he hasn't been around for a while, as I know of. And I was like, I have forgot a lot of his songs until he started singing them. I said, oh my gosh, I do remember the song. And I had to end up start downloading some of the songs again, too. So, not everything, but most of the songs that I can remember that I wrote down on thing, I downloaded it. And he did a great job. He did it. He didn't do all that theatrics because, you know, Omarion came on Melon that people were saying. He came out with the watermelons. He came out with background dances. His vocals was on point. He was dancing most of the time. He was doing one. He did all these serious costume changes. And it was a lot. And man, still. And he brought up artists like Jeremiah Tank. He did a lot of things. Like he was a concert. And he still got served. Like his music, his video. So he got served. Basically, no doubt about it. He got it. He got shitted on, married to his thing, and that's what it was. He always talk about he's so unbothered. But baby, I guess he was really bothered. Because his group members, you know, his ex-group members, Fizz, Raspy, and J Bug, all made a joke or something like that with a sensation thing background and say, you got served, you got served, you got served. Basically, you did. Like, don't act like you did not. You did got handled by Mario. So don't act like you didn't do a great job. You that you did those terrible jobs. You did, especially when you brought that watermelon. I said, "Oh my gosh, what's she doing? What is that?" And then you gave the watermelon to somebody in the crowd. I said, "What the hell is this? I don't know what that." Sure, thought you was doing something with the watermelon. I said, "Okay, girl." I mean, somebody liked it because somebody threw their panties on the stage. Let me see. Let me see what I got. Yes, let me share this thing that he mentioned. So after they said, "Oh my gosh, he got served," and everything, they was clowning. So he clapped back, and this was his clap back. All right, let me enlarge this. Oh, I can't read it from there. Peace family. I had a photo shoot this morning for my Hello Beautiful magazine cover, so forgive me for being late to the party. I want to take a moment to thank everyone for tuning into Versus last night. Thank you, the Real Sweets and Timberland, for being trendsetters and providing this incredible platform for artists. I had a great time. Streams going up, by the way. LOL. Shout out to Mario Worldwide, RB for the win. Looking forward to our next performance on July 29th at MGM Grand Harbor in Washington, D.C., where you will be open up for me, per usual. I said, that's a shade. You see that? I said, I would be open for that little boy. And yes, there will be sound check that date, and this time won't be used your front of the house sound man. Ooh. I did say the sound didn't sound right. Not that. I did the whole verses didn't sound right. The sound was off. It was very low. Oh my God, Omarion, you really been listening my whole life. I knew he wasn't a strong vocalist, but the vocals were horrendous, and he was much barter. It's pretty privileged. That's keep him afloat. Yes, because he's good looking. That's what it is. Because the vocals wasn't there. Even when you was a dancer, he wasn't even dancing hard enough for your vocals to even be shaky like that. So I love all the jokes and opinions. Listen, I like NSYNC too. Listen, groups back then, I would listen to all the groups, most of the groups. Black Street Boys, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, NSYNC, B2K, 3LW, TLC, Destiny Child, In Vogue. It's all that. They all was good music. They had some good hits. So pick on me all you want, but oh well. Yes. Yes. Don't sleep on them. I listen to all those groups. And all those groups influence my taste in music too. In the words of Candace. Now we don't really have no group representation in country right now. Well, yeah, not much. And then any group would have come out now, they would probably have been hit right now, popular, if they music is good, because there's not really much competition for them. Just like when Nicki Minaj been in the rap game for a long time, because she had no competition right now going for her. But the vocals were trash. That's what I'm saying. I love all the jokes and opinions. Y'all hilarious. I'm enjoying the creativity. If you are lucky enough to be in this business for 22 years, you understand that at some point you will experience malfunctions. At some point, yes, you experience every now and then you will get hiccups in your career. But that versus battle was a terrible malfunction. You say it was a hiccup. Because Marion had been in industry, he'd been in the industry for a while, but he hasn't been thought of just like you in a while. And he had no misconception, no malfunction like that. He did his thing. He even shit on you on one of your own songs. So don't act like, yes, stuff can happen. Don't get me wrong, stuff can happen. But not like this. You didn't really have to dance. You could have just been singing. But then again, you didn't do well. It comes with being an artist and making yourself vulnerable to the world. But to my 3 background dancers, I'm not surprised, because this is how y'all always been. Even while in the group, praying for my downfall. Well, keep praying, because I'm overbooked and busy. Meanwhile, y'all really got to get a job other than hating on, oh, I heard UPS is hiring. Okay, whatever, boy. You just as bad as Ray J for blaming the baby. Yes, he could actually sing. And he had to do all that. Now, when he said the background dancer, I said, oh, now you know you were too far with that. Because you know that was not your background dancers. B2K was a 4-boy group collective. And be honest, now, my boo, y'all know my boo is J-Book. Now, when the group came out, the two people who I really liked was J-Book and Fizz. They was good looking. I mean, yes, we saw Fizz's little piece and how malnourished was looking like. But he's still looking like a guy. So I still can't hate on him. But, you know, J-Book and Fizz was my two favorites. So at the end of the day, yes, Omarion was the lead in most of the songs and everything. But he wasn't really that popular as everybody else. The other group members started becoming popular way more than him. And I can see they ain't like that. Now, J-Bo put it out there. He put a letter out there. I'm not going to read everything, but I did somebody posted like a little quick recap of the whole letter he mentioned. And I'm going to share that right now with y'all. So we look at it together. You know, I can compare y'all. Yes. Because everybody have star quality, they stand out. And stop playing like they not doing a good job. They're not doing nothing. J-Bug right now, he's doing production. And I think he produced a lot of movies. Because I think he showed his credits, whatever he does. He produced a lot of movies. So he has a production company. So he's not pressing to be no singer or artist. He's doing a good job in his little production company he has. Yes, Fizz been a love of hip-hop. He's doing something. Raspberry, I don't know what he's doing, but I know he's doing okay. Other than that, all the guys who like guys, but the fact that all this happened and the group break up and other stuff, it was crazy because they was in their prime. Omarion was a bully. Omarion was thirsty for fame. This is all the stuff that was mentioned on the J-Book, like 5 or 6 pages of letter that he wrote, and I read every one of them, every word. But this person gave us a synopsis, so we don't have to read everything. Man was a bully, basically that's what it was. Omarion was thirsty for fame, yes. The record label wasn't feeling B2K, even though they had Omarion in the group. So I guess at the time, even at their prime, I guess at that point, the beginning of their career, they still was not feeling as much or really doing so much or really scared of being favored at the record label. So they had to do something. Omarion was present at most of the times during the recording sessions of the album. So you're going to be big-headed. You think you're going to be missing out of sessions. Like, what you think you're going to do? You're missing out of sessions, and we had to do this, and you think you just plaster your face, and that's it. And think you were singing. And at the time, they did mention, let me see if this was said. Yeah, next. Steve Russell was singing mainly all the leads in the first album. Because basically, Jay will put it out there and said, let's be for real. Your sound didn't get us through. You mainly wasn't there. So when the addition came, when they put in the group together, Steve Russell, they said Steve Russell was the one who put in all the vocals and the leads in a lot of the songs. And because they was rocking with you, they decided to band with you, and that's it. They said, we only want to rock with Omarion. This is our boy. We going to be a 4-person group. And I guess Steve Russell, whatever happened to him and everything happened, they let that go. But yes, he was lead in a lot of the songs. And I said, oh, wow. And then Mario mentioned that on his thing in the verses about it. He said, oh, you talk about Steve Russell? Steve Russell, you know, he got quiet when he said that. He said, oh, well, I said, So I don't know who the Steve Russell is. I never heard his name till now. But if that was true, I said, that's messed up. If this happened and you want to be all pig-headed and want to shit on your group when no this stuff could come out, boy, you should have just relaxed. And J-Bug did, in fact, sing the hook on their first #1 record, Bump Bump Bump. Okay, yeah, you can listen to his voice. Because it did sound like it was all Omarion, but no. And that's another thing that J-Bug mentioned in his thing, that he was upset. Mom was upset because J-Book was starting getting a lot of hooks and leads or whatever, or a lot of parts in the second album. And if you really listen to it, I mean, I'm not that person who want to dissect people's voices, but if you do listen to it, you do know that J-Book was heavily influenced a lot he was a lot of the vocals in the second album. You could really tell his voices was popular in there. So I guess he was not like because he had to share the spotlight. And because J-Book and Fizz was the two popular people, because they were. They were the two popular people. I guess he didn't like the attention was not on him. J-Book sang the first verse on the single Girlfriend. Yes, he did. He did share the verse. I need a girlfriend, the one for money on. Mario was hurt and broke the band up. Yeah, and he mentioned that they made a band and packed that girl should not get infiltrated in that group. And not because it was like, they all like each other, girl, and stuff like that. I know. He said he broke the group over a girl. And that's not supposed to happen. Like, you messed us up. And so when they had the Millennium Tour that was coming up soon, I guess J-Book mentioned that Omarion was begging him to go on this tour because he was broke. Whether that was true or not, but I gotta believe him. And that versus battle shows that he needed his boys with him. Because yes, he was a solo artist for this while, and yes, he had some hits and everything. But how you performed it at that thing, it didn't really sound like you did a good job to your own songs. You really was off. Mom was in death in the year 2018, reason why he begged the B2K members to do a reunion tour. Omarion was getting jealous of J-Book since he was taking over the second album and fans was paying more attention to him. Omarion broke the group of a girl. That's what it was. That was a bit one down. It's crazy how group breaks up and we don't even know what's going on behind the scenes until stuff happens. It's like, that's why when Lazarus was going through his thing, his stuff, his troubles and his trauma of being in a group, I believe him because at the end of the day, it's like, we can't say, what happened to him didn't happen to him if he's been saying this for years. And people don't want to believe him because what? I think they all have their truths in the thing. And I do believe that Omarion wanted that all about him. Because he had to try. They was joking. Now, whether they was attacking you and you feel like it was attacked, but you feel like you was unbonded, right? You always say you was unbonded. Now you took that and you were blasting to their background dancers. You know they was not your background dancers. Because you was lead, you make it feel like it was all about you. That's why sometimes like groups, yeah, they're all successful groups that had a single lead. It is. But with that, it does create discourse and discontent between the members of the group because one person taking all the parts. Now, I know I don't got no good ability. I'm a part of the group. I was going to keep my mouth shut because I'm going to be part of the group. I'm getting paid. I'm singing. I'm doing stuff like that. You can sing all the leads. You can remember all the words. All I have to remember the hooks and the freaking chorus. Okay, I'm good. All that stuff. But if I know I have this good singing abilities like the person who's leading and doing a lot of songs, why not give us other chance to sing as well? And there are some successful groups that has one single lead, and there's some successful groups that have other people, members of the group singing. It all depends. Sometimes the group is formed around one person. Sometimes the group is balanced by each members, and each member brings something to the group. And I like that kind of format more than one person singing lead all the time. Yes, I did like Destiny Child, and I do know the Beyonce sing lead most of the time at some point. But when it came to DC3, when it's just Kelly, Michelle, Beyonce, you can tell they all played a part. Even though lead, second lead, chorus, book, British hooks, they all played a part and they all voice carry. So I like the late era of Destiny Child, even though some of the early songs was really still good. Can you pay my bills? Bucket Bulls, all that stuff. Yeah, it was still good. So I feel like he should have helped himself. and not went there. And it would say, you know what? Oh yeah, boys. Yes, I got served, but watch. I'll show up next time. And gonna do me, and not playing them like they background dancers. Because when you do stuff like that, and I was like, Jay was always been violent with you all this time. I don't know. No, Jay Fist was cool. Maybe I don't know about him because he always act like he didn't care about those people. And then Vasby mentioned he put a contract out there saying, well, you've been with us have to go since 2019, boy. What you trying to say? He was a part of a group like that. So that's ooh. CNN was off the group. Oh, wow. But that was that. If y'all had anything else about this, it is what it is. But that was interesting. I said for you to go there like that. And now you had J-Bo, because you know J-Bo don't really bother nobody like that. In fact, you got him all going on making 6-page letters. So he said, oh, he got to get that off his chest. He got to get it off. Lou Fizz ain't say much because he said he was a son basketball game, but he said he was not no background dancer, so you can move on with that. You know, Vasby mentioned he brought up the contract, so they all have some proof going on with their stuff. But I said, oh, well, but okay, yes, you push forward because of your looks and everything. Whatever, you had your thing. It is what it is. All right, let's move on from there, and let's get into one. All right, y'all. So let's talk about Beyonce, "Break My Soul," the song. How y'all feel? How y'all feel about her coming back and the album and the stuff, the 16 track and everything, the type of music she's trying to put out this time? If you're excited for it or not. And then we'll talk about a little bit about house music because it seems like a lot of people got things messed up about house music and what it is about and what it is. And then we're going to talk about a little bit of Azaelia Blank and how cuckoo she's going over. I was like, girl, what is she saying? Like, what is she talking about? We'll give a history lesson. Give a history lesson without even down to this lady. Like, what she did to you? Unless y'all tell me something that it was a history going on between these two, y'all let me know because I don't be following this stuff. So, Break My Soul came out, I think, last week on a Tuesday, right? And during Pride Month, and I said that was a good move. And also Drake put out a music album himself. I know a lot of people didn't really like Drake album. I didn't listen to his album yet because I'm not really a big Drake fan. I like some of his music. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's whack. I'm just saying I just don't really listen to rap artists like that. So, or hip hop artists. So, but I did know people saying that his album was more a house music influence album. It wasn't too much of hip hop. So I was like, okay. Artists experimented with different genres through their life. As an artist, I feel like you should wheelchair Jimmy. I feel like you should. I think you should experiment different genres. Keep it with your core of what you came out. If you're a true R&B artist, you can stick to R&B. But every now and then you can try other genres. We'll still have your essence of R&B. That's people go pop, R&B and pop music and everything. Like Doja Cat. Doja Cat is not a really a stream hip hop artist. She's a hip hop artist. She does hip hop and she does pop. She's a mix. And she's not really R&B either. But then again, we had to open the categories of black music. No, go ahead. No, it's an open forum. I don't attack nobody who go against Beyonce. I'm a fan of her, but I'm not a stan of her. So if you don't like it, you can say you don't like it. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. Sure. I have people say in my face, "Oh, I don't hate Beyonce. She's trash." And I say, "Okay, that's your opinion. I still like her. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter." So you can speak your speech, Jay. Don't be afraid. I'm not that sort of person who will say anything. What to say? Because I don't know. Let me warn. There are people who will read your neck over this lady, and I don't think she's a god. She's not my Bible. She's someone who I like her music. Don't get me wrong. I have grown to listen to Beyonce, so yes, I am a fan of her. But I'm not the person who will just attack someone who say they don't like her. If you don't like her music, it is what it is. Not every music. Like, to be honest, I like Break My Soul. Does it give me the same oomph like Naughty Girl and stuff like that? No. But at the same time, it's one of those songs that it could, as long as you keep listening to it and you keep listening to it, it grows on you. And just like Formation at first, I didn't care for that song like that. So I said, let me listen to it, sit down, listen to it, and then it came out. And I think the video made it enhances too. Because sometimes with her songs, not just the song, she make a complete like experiences with her songs. Like just like Formation or Run the World and stuff like that. She make experiences. So it's not just a song, she puts things into life. So that's when people started really liking more of her, how she does her thing. So I think Break My Soul, it could be a song that at first glance and first listen, you say, oh, okay. But I did enjoy it because I do like house music and I do like this inspirational song because if you listen to it, it was a motivational song. Get up and say, do it. Now, she ain't tell people to quit their job because other people say, oh, but I should tell people to quit their job. No, she didn't. I say that. She said, build your foundation. If you that's decided the thing you will go for, then go for it. But be happy, be who you are. Have your own motivation to do the next step you want to take. Yeah, but I've never been a fan starting from the version of Destiny Child to solo. Okay. I respect that. And so when I listened to it, I said, oh, okay. Yes, it grows on you, it puts you in the mood, and it's uplifting. And that's how house music is. Yes, the history of house music. Now people saying, oh, I ain't liking the song because it's too repetitive and all stuff like that. Yes, Beyonce's song does sample Show Me Love by Robin S. And yes, she got a claim. So she didn't come a billionaire or whatever, just making this great money of music without getting clearance of music. Like Crazy in Love, that was a sample. That was sampled from the Shy Lights. It was a song. So, and Saucy Santana made a song called Booty that people thought that he had to get a sample or clearance from Beyonce. I said no. He had to get clearance from the original people, Shy Lights, who made that beat. So he had to get clearance from the who made that song. So that was a sample, and he sampled that. So it was like, I knew for the fact she had to get the clearance. And I guess it's record label, whoever they tell Robin that they cleared it or whatever it is. But she wasn't hating. She enjoyed it. And she appreciated it. They both celebrate each other. But house music is meant to be uplifting, dancing, using words of affirmation to the beat. And it was created in the gay culture and stuff like that because that's the outlet we needed that house music to come from to build up and everything because of the dark times. So house music was created for the thing. So it was great that she released it in 5 months, and that was a smart move. And whoever the PR team did that, and Drake, whatever, despite if y'all like Drake or not, he put out house music during the time when it's supposed to be a great popular thing, and it's pay homage. And yes, nobody should not acknowledge and knock off the people who created house music, who was the pioneers of house music back in the days in the gay culture and stuff like that, or artists who built their career in house music. Nobody knocking that. So that's where you pay homage to them and credit to them. And if you want to sample them, get clearance, all that stuff. I say all that to say is that house music is meant to be repetitive. Not to the point of the same sound, but the songs itself meant to have, you got to show me love. And that's what's saying throughout the whole song. And people sing it. That's how the house music is. And there was another song, it's another mixed song. I keep forgetting the name, but every time I listen to it, I always go to the club, I get hyped on it. It goes, what's the name? I think it's called something with Joy. It's a great mix, but when you know, when you listen to that song in the club, you get hyped because that's what it's supposed to be. That's supposed to be fun, and that's what it was. And it's great how he's out there because that's what it is. When you go in the club, you want to dance. It's all about the beat and the minimum words. You're not supposed to be filled with so many words to make it a whole. No, they have enough bridge, probably 1-2 verses, a hook, the bridge, and then most of the words is repetitive. So that's what it's supposed to be. So she is kind of mimicking what house music is supposed to be. It is. So she sampled Robin S. Show Me Love. Break My Soul is nice. She used Big Frida as part of the thing. That's the thing. Big Frida is always humble and put it on Twitter and Instagram and say how she appreciated of Beyonce enjoying this moment with her. And that's that. It's like that. Release your freedom. No, release your love, release the anger, release the thing, release the trade, all that stuff. Release the mind. Forget the rest. It's supposed to let you know, it's like, forget about all that. Release it. You be free. You're not breaking my soul. It is what it is. So I enjoyed it. Now I'm looking forward to her performing live because that's what she does best sometimes with her songs is bring the liveliness of the song. So I'm ready for the video. And now we do know her album Renaissance is coming out July 29th. Now, no, I didn't I'm not that type of person who was trying to pre-order. I didn't pre-order none of that boxes because I don't have no DVD player because I don't. What's the point of that? When her album come out, I stream it off Apple Music and download for Apple Music and keep it a day. That's what I'm gonna do. And if I like the song, I download it, and that's my contribution. Listen to music, talk about it. That's what it is. But buy it in a box before I even know what the hell is inside of it, that's not what happened. And it's all sold out now. So more power to the people who bought the boxes. But so she's have that. So that's a little thing. What do y'all think about Azaelia Banks? Because I don't know what's going on with this girl. What happened? And why is she going off against Beyonce? Or she has always been doing that. If y'all let me know. Because this lady is really going off. And I want to know why. She's entitled to her opinion. So I can't say what's your opinion. But I just want to know what's the reason. Let me let Oh, she's been doing that. That's why Santana got called out on that. Oh, okay, hold on.
I've been as like there's music on the radio every day. Did you guys forget about Beautiful People? How amazing that song is? Did you guys forget about Good Life? Did you forget about Crystal Waters? Like, how the I become like the mascot? Okay, guys, listen. Let me let you know something. This is a stupid Rock Nation PR machine working. Okay, why are we like? Why is all of society right now just like having this like fiery conversation about house music, as if see Breezy has not been up. Y'all are really going way too hard for this, and y'all are really like putting a lot of disrespect on a lot of amazing house songs. Like that is not even a house song. Like Beyonce's not even singing. Like what thing ABC? Like what kind of nursery rhyme bull is like? What are those lyrics? Please, 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 please. And don't make this about me. Don't make this like an effort to like throw daggers at me this time. Like, I'm just telling you, y'all are playing yourselves right now.
Okay. So she wrote, In 10 years, when people think of house music, they will think of Ali Us, CeCe Peniston, Robin S., Frankie Knuckles, Inner City, Black Box, Crystal Waters, Bizarre Incorporation, Armand Van Helden, Felix the House Cat, Junior Sanchez. Absolutely no one is going to be thinking about Beyonce. Laugh my ass off. Did you just erase all the gay, black, and Latino men who pioneered this genre to defend one of the worst flips of the Show Me Love samples of all time? Nabouche, Heavy D and the Boys, Deborah Cox, Chris Brown, Beautiful People is a masterpiece. Chris Brown has been making incredible house music for the last 10 years. House belongs to everyone. Beyonce just made bad house music. Janet Jackson Together Again is miles beyond this. Break my soul. Please, can we listen to some Bill-ish? The answers are simple and plain. Stop trying to make fetch happen. I was like, girl, who is saying that Beyonce pioneered house music? Who said that? And if anybody say that, I said, that needs a slap in the face. Because I said, ain't no way y'all going to make it seem like she pioneered this. Now, a lot of people probably not been around when house music was created to even know the origins of it. That's why we have Google now to explain things about these stuff to even go back. So if she gearing towards a younger crowd who now know any better, that's fine. But I don't think a lot of them saying that. What I've been looking at it so far, nobody is saying that Beyonce pioneered house music. Who said that? She paying homage to it. And that's what her album's gonna be about. She said she's gonna be do more of club dance music and I think a little bit of country influence. That's what it is. But who said she pioneered that? And then, if anybody said that, I said, I'm being Beyonce fan. She nowhere near pioneered that. So I don't know what the hell she coming from. She is, come on now. She influenced by the people in the past and before us. She sampled a lot of people's songs. So what she pioneered for? Now she did make some trends happening when she dropped the Surprise album on Friday night, and then a lot of artists started using Friday night as a release thing, as a release date. I mean, she did some things. So she had some accolades, but she ain't pioneering house music. So I don't know why she would say that. People saying that she did that. Other than that, now if Azaelia Banks thinks that the song is trash, that's her opinion. But don't down. Like nobody is knocking Chris Brown and nobody is knocking Deborah Cox or anybody who pay homage to house music. Everyone can pay homage to house music. Nobody say none of that. So I don't know where she's coming from. And the names that she mentioned of the pioneers of house music, like Crystal Waters, all this like that. Yes. That's why new artists kind of sample them or use their music as their separate song because they all pay homage to them or credit them. In that shape or form, because they know where it came from. So, and then she would have come out and bring her sister for her father's side, and I said, now you're going too far, girl. What are we doing here? Because you know how touchy subject that is, and then you gonna bring that up in your argument, and you arguing by yourself because I don't know who is in her team is arguing back with you, girl. Like you making yourself being a crazy fool out of the streets. And I don't know. Like I say, you don't have to like the song, that's fine. But the bachelor lady, to prove yourself up, I don't understand that, girl. No. We'll see how that goes. So that's the whole spiel about Beyonce. So I'm looking forward to her new album coming out. And if those of you who bought the box, y'all let me know how it is. And let's see what it goes. Let's see how it goes. And that I know has been playing so far. It's becoming her #1 stream. Her biggest selling song, premiere song ever so far. And I said, okay, girl. All right. So, if she does another award tour, this song will be hopping. Yes. And I don't understand. Like, come on now. And you ain't gonna get it for doing this stuff like that. Now, I'm saying that if you talk bad about me, I said something bad gonna happen to you. I don't know. It is what it is. I know people say that, but it is what it is. It's room for everyone. It's room. You have to bash her down just to praise somebody else up. You could have still paid homage and praise everybody else's music. You have to bash her. You say you don't care for the song. But I could have sworn she praised it when the song first came out. I could have sworn it was on a thing unless she deleted it. All right, y'all. Listen to Foxo talk about Saucy Santana, and then we're gonna talk about that. Now, I'm not gonna play his video of what he said on stage because he did a lot of F bombs and B this and F this and B this, and I said, nah, I don't got time for that. So I was gonna talk about what he actually said, and after this, we're gonna talk about the 6 brown chicks.
BET Awards is culture.
Come on, stop. I actually play.
Oh, we get shit on by those. But I'm gonna also, you know, I'm gonna give you a little, because if you were to get a group of black gays to sit down and have kitchen talk, y'all ain't as supportive as you give. All right, I beg to differ. Black women, when it comes to gay boys, can be just as bad and if not worse sometimes as heterosexuals. Y'all laugh in our face and kiki when we doing your hair and makeup. And the minute you get mad with us, the first thing we call is every faggot and sissy in the book. I've never done that in my life. You may not have, you know what I'm saying? But it's a very real thing. It is a very real thing with black women and gays. Yeah, we fun to go shopping with. We're fun to be your accessory. But the minute y'all get mad with us, the first thing you attack is our sexuality. Okay.
Well, I think the point that you're making there is it's not mad with us, just us. It's when they get mad at other straight black men. When they want to demoralize black men, the first thing that a black woman pulls out is that he's gay if he doesn't affectionate enough or want to have sex with her. So it that does happen, Claudia. You got to admit to that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm saying if you want to go by the demographics of who has your back the most, it's going to be us. And I'm going to say this: let's not act like it's a one-way street, because I've been called the worst names, bitch, all kinds of things from folks that I've had their backs. They have toxic black.
Okay. Today Claudia was mentioning I know that's not fucking doing it. Yeah. Yes. So this was Claudia made her comment about Saucy Santana rant. Now he was on stage, he went live, and not live, he was on stage performing, and he didn't mention that how gays rule the world, that black people come to us for hair, makeup, fashion, all that stuff, or call about your baby daddies, you call us. And then he went about saying that we are the blueprint of world. And I said, that's not that sense. Now, first part, you do have a sense of, they do call on the gays for all that extra stuff, necessities, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, that's just a fact, that's noticed. But to say that the gay community are the blueprint, no, that's not. That's not. If you really want to be technical, black women are the blueprint. And they like to take away from them too and make it seem like they never created these things or come up with things or come up with lingos or come up with things for the world to use, and they want to use that and then whitewash it and make it seem like the white people created that. No, it's not. It's a black woman. So the black woman are the blueprint. So gay's not a blueprint. You bite off the black woman, the antics, the theatrics, all that stuff like that, and the lingo. You bite off the black woman. It doesn't mean that you want to be them. It is that you bite off the black woman. So gay's not a blueprint. So Saucy Santana, you went too far with that statement, because you went too far. You're not the statement. You're not the blueprint. Leave it go. Let that go. Yes. Yeah. I had to put up with everyone. They say nothing. Yes. And that's crazy. Because so much of the world is centered around, or so much of the world came from the black woman as a blueprint of a lot of things. To diminish them, their world, to diminish their contributions, it's crazy. So Claudia, Al, and Fucky, they all made some great points. In Claudia's defense, yes, they'll gays who call them bitches. They'll go against who call them hoes, all that stuff like that. And want to be them and want to be there, and want to act like them, all the lingo, the head girl, this and the flare flipping and all that stuff like that. Yes, doing all that. All back from the woman aesthetics and style. And do all that. But yes, y'all quick to call them then, they quick want to fight them, and quick to be envious of them, want to take their man, all that stuff. Yes, that does right. So Claudia is right in that sense that they are people who does what she says that do. Now on the flip side, Claudia, they are people who do what Saucy Santana said. They are women who use them for accessories. They're women who use them for hair, makeup, all that stuff. Give and take. And when it's not beneficial for them, if it's not beneficial for them, they toss it aside, call you gays, call you effers, faggots, stuff like that. That's what he said, and that makes sense too. So they both is right. Al mentioned something that's interesting as well. I mentioned how because masculinity is just so vague term, whatever, people define masculinity how they want. And because if you don't determine masculinity as a certain way, or you don't portray what this rubric of masculinity is, then you do call gay. You do be called gay or sissy or stuff like that. If you don't want to have sex with you, you tag the sexuality. Oh, he must be gay because he didn't want me. And not because he probably didn't want you, probably didn't want you, but he might be want somebody else. Like, oh, he don't want me, or he doesn't act the way how I feel like a man should act, so he must be gay. Yes, that does happen. So all three made valid points of this whole argument. Now, Saucy Santana made it seem like the gays are the blueprint. That's a false statement. They're not claiming that. That's a false statement. It's not a blueprint. It's not. But yes, he did have some points by saying what he said. Now, yeah, Funky does demean some women, and he does do a lot of things against women as well. So that's why Claudia's statement made truth to what she was saying, that some people they get out, so they call us all type of stuff. And all cause of envious or jealousy, whatever it is they have. Yes, it does. There's a lot of famous gay bisexual trans who hate black women and show it in action. Saucy had exposed that. It also exposed that without his yeah. Yes, it could be that too. It could be a lot, like I said, a lot of black gays, or a lot of gays, or not black gays, a lot of gays, bisexual, trans people does hate the black woman, and they probably showed it. And it's probably expressed it because it's eternal hate against towards them. Because you could go around and say that, oh, yes, it could be true that it used the black gays for accessories and stuff like that. But for you to say that gays are the blueprint, no. You biting off the black woman, they the blueprint. Which comes to mind. So I wanted to bring this up because I want to get you, because a lot of our people are women, because I want to get y'all viewpoint of what y'all feel about Saucy Santana on his statement. Because I know we talked about it in a panel last week, but I said I know on my channel some people don't go on the panel, so I just want to get y'all viewpoint of how y'all feel about it. But I said the whole Fox Soul State segment, they all made valid points. It is true in all sides, and it's crazy. But if you look down to it, we all should be fighting each other. We should go after the counterpart of the white people who quick come down at us. That's what we should be doing, but that's not the case. That's not the case. And it's sad. It's like the trans woman and the woman debacle of those two going against each other. like gays and the black woman. It's this whole thing. It's like instead of being in solidarity, sometimes we tear each other apart and only use each other when we need to use each other, and that's not right at all. So y'all nothing to say now, but hopefully y'all got something to say later. Y'all let me know. Put it in the Discord or put it down in the comment section below and let me know how y'all feel. We play game. Tell me your opinions, and I can respond back to what y'all saying. But yes, they all make some valid points. And Claudia, just because you didn't do it, just because it doesn't mean that other women have done it. So it's like, it is what it is. For real. Nah, we got folks who get Barbie's corner full of folks. Yeah. But to be a black. That's what I say, right? Sure, nah, we got folks who get Barbie's corner full of folks. Yes. Oh, well. Yeah, he's not the only one who made the like I didn't mention about him talk about Blue Ivy thing because we mentioned that last time. But yeah, he's not the only one. There are people who made some worse comments than what he did. But I just can't agree with him when he said that the gays are the blueprint. Let me not. To be honest, like I said, the black women are the blueprint. And always has been. But you know, they the old ones, they don't want to credit their women and they the least protected. Forgot that in my chat. Yes. All right, y'all. So let me get a minute. That goes after real quick, and then we're gonna start the 6 brown chicks question, and then we're gonna end this thing after those questions, because baby, I skimmed through it reading it, but I didn't really read it in depth. So I wanted to talk about y'all with y'all. Hold up. Put that here and the music. I'll be right back. All right, let's get into it. Let's stop that. I'm back. Everyone here break my song. Think yabba yabba. Think yabba dabba dee yabba dabba do. Let's see. Let's share the screen. Y'all ready for the Q&A? I love this section. I love this segment, y'all. All right. What time is it? 1:49. All right, y'all. So let's get to it. And once again, if you had those opinions or whatever, advice or whatever, then we got comment section. All right. Oh no, number one. This number 6. I ain't tell me that. It was going to 1. Okay. All right. Question number 1. I knew what it meant when he told me that he is bisexual. Okay. We were falling in love, and I sensed that I want him over to my side for good. That's a big misconception, but okay, let's move on. Because we discussed having kids, did I, I'm calling it now, they foolish. Did I caught him in a bed with a male friend? He was on the receiving end. I can't unseen it. This advice. You knew he was bisexual, right? So like I said, when I mentioned that how she felt like I can win him over, just like what people gave people saying that, oh, they could turn a straight man, they could do this, and say, no, you can't turn no one who's not into it or at least curious enough. It's no turning. If they allowed you to do it, if they wanted to, because either they done it before and they secretive about it, or they have been curious about it, and they just want to take someone to the chance to do it, or they just straight horny. It's like it is what it is, whatever, like acting like. But even with your horniness, you still have your standards with you. So if they allow that to happen in some way, shape, or form, they all into that. So people will tell you, oh, they turned a straight man. No, they didn't turn nothing. And I don't got time for doing all that. If you're into it, I'm not got time for that. I don't got time for you to try to beat you in my head because you're not comfortable. I ain't have time for none of that. So you feel like you want him to start over because you have discussed having kids. Having kids doesn't mean nothing. You do know that men don't value kids like that. I mean, sorry to say it, but most of them don't. A lot of them leave their kids fatherless in homes and have the mother take care of it and be a single parent. So discussing having kids is only means he want to procreate and have a legacy, not because he want to grow old and take care of the kid together. I mean, he could still discuss having kids, but how you feel like you want on your side because you feel like, oh, because I'm a straight woman. Yes, I know he's bisexual. I could be wrong. Whoever he decided to be with at the end is all because of the connection, the emotional connection, the physical connection, whatever it is. Whether it be a man or woman, it doesn't mean they want to be with both. It's that they are open for both. And whoever they return to the soulmate is, that's who their soulmate will be. Yeah. Yeah. And she said, we're falling in love. And I said, I went over because then I caught him in the bed with a female friend and he was on the receiving end. I can't unsee it. To me, it's like they wasn't not in a relationship yet, or they was close to in falling and being exclusive, whatever. But at the same time, he was open and he was doing his thing with another male friend because whatever. And now you feel like because he was getting it, he was receiving it and not doing it. Now you feel like his masculinity or whatever it is fractured, it's done, and you can't understand it. At the end of the day, whatever their sexual preference are doesn't define who they are. So if the person want to be a top, doesn't mean that they all masculine. The person want to be bottom doesn't mean they want to be feminine. People who go in between, like both, like doing top and doing bottom, doesn't mean they're in between. It depends what it is. They could be feminine tops. It could be masculine bottoms. It is what it is. And no time y'all need to know. I can educate y'all. And that's what it is. So the fact that your boyfriend or whatever it is, yes, he cheated or whatever, or exclusiveness. So, she didn't say boyfriend. She said we just falling in love. Or we were falling in love. And she had a male friend that he had sex with. Then you just thought that, yeah, if he's cheating, forgot with who. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just cheated. At the end of the day, he had cheated with you. I was in the beginning stage of your relationship, and he ended up messing with a man. It is what it is. And it's either you want a vice. Your vice is you have to leave. Leave him. If you cannot unsee it, because if you can't unsee it, you're never gonna unsee it. Because I don't know if she thought it would be a different thing if he was doing it instead of getting received. Because I know some people was like, oh yeah, I could deal with that. I'm okay with bisexual, just don't be the bottom. I said, why? What was that have to be about? Like, at the end of the day, he still messed with a man. So even some people like, oh yeah, I had a friend who told me like, oh yeah, his boyfriend cheated on him, but since he was the top, it's okay. I forgive. I said, oh no, he cheated. So what? Because he's the top means what? He still cheated. He still broke the bounds of the relationship. So I didn't understand that. So leave him, or if you decide to stay, then you have to understand and accept the fact that he's bisexual. So once you say you knew what he meant, but are you really understanding, or are you accepting that to the point that the fact that you don't have to say you want him over, because if he's with you, he's with you. So it's out of that. Leave or you stay, girl. If you stay, you gotta accept that fact. Yeah. Right, Tracy? That's what I'm saying. She will be okay if he was a top. Cheating is okay. That's what I'm saying, because she's saying, and she made a point, some emphasis that he was on the receiver end and she can't unsee it. So if he was doing it, it would have been okay for you, girl. Not that he cheated on with your man. Not that he cheated on you. Or another female as that. If it was any, not that he cheated on you, period. And the fact that he cheated on you and he was on the receiving end. And that's what the issue. Now you want advice. Advice is either let it go and move on, or you stay with him and try to understand this. And if you're going to accept him being cheated, it's like, listen, if you're going to stay with him, let him cheat in peace, or let the ground rules. I don't deal with that. I understand you're bisexual, but if you want me, you with me. If you want to step out, you better let me know and break up with me or something like that. But lay that ground rule. So I hope she's getting her life together, and hope she decides to move better for herself and realize, you know what, let me find someone else. All right. So when I met Tony, she had waist lift locks and large dark eyes. She was Black Barbie. I fell in love and proposed after 6 months. That's your problem. Recently, she removed the locks and is rocking a shaved head, small face plus large eyes equal Beetlejuice. She won't put her hair back on. Advice. Man, let me tell you this. It shows to me that you only mad proposed to her because she was looking like a Black Barbie with the long hair and all sort of that. You didn't mention nothing about how she is as a person or whatever it is, all that sort of that. You only proposed to her because of her looks. And the fact that now she shaved her head and you compare her to Beetlejuice. You said she had large, dark eyes. So her eyes was always been large. Now all of a sudden she moved the thing, now you call her Beetlejuice? And how you go from Black Barbie to Beetlejuice? Yes, the aesthetics of her face probably changed, but her features still probably the same. So I don't think she would go for Beetlejuice. And you propose to her because of the looks. Now, maybe if you would have waited longer and see if you see her in different styles, because sometimes I think some people say do not marry someone until you see them do all 4 seasons. Now, if you was all about looks, let's say this person is all about aesthetics and looks, right? Because all people are like that, superficial. Then wait a while until you see the person in different styles. Maybe try on a wig, then something like that, so you can see if you're comfortable with it. Because the fact that you need advice, and she not putting her hair back on, or she trying to get her wigs or something, she cut the locks off. So yes, I'm not gonna lie, a change in the hairstyle will allow you to see features. Yes, don't get me wrong. Yes, it does changes your features. It does change your features because sometimes wearing short hair does enhances your look more than when I like I had a colleague. He wore long hair. He had long hair. He cut it off, and it enhances his features better. I like him on the better with short hair than he had long hair. So it does change your features a little bit. But 6 months is short for you to lock on loving that and not realize that she may change her hairstyle. Because sometimes women change their looks from time to time. And if you love her, then you will be with her, not based on just the looks. And I said, try seeing her how she is in different styles. Maybe role play, try to buy a wig or something, like seeing how she is with short hair. Because people with short hair, they bring out the features different from the people who have longer hair. So let's see how that goes. He best get that Tay Diggs valuable most wanted wig for himself. Sure. So you have to understand it. So if he was all about the aesthetics and looks, then you should have waited till she gave you different looks. Because it seems like she said recently, that means she was been one to cut her locks. She been one to cut her locks. It was at the time you just happy to fall over with her. At the time she wanted to change her looks, and she wanted to cut it. So she cut it, and that's what it is. At the same time, sometimes like wearing a short hairstyle and shaved head, you have to have a certain look for it. It's like sometimes some people can't pull it off. But if that's your choice, that's your choice. That's what some people rock short wigs and stuff like that and see how it is and look at them before they decide to take that step and changing the look to make a short hair. Because once you go short, you usually don't want to go back. You keep it there. So now in the future, that made her look like the Black Barbie with the dark eyes and the large eyes because she cut the hair off. It enhances the eyes more and making the focus on the eyes more, not the left of the hair. So, okay, my advice is outside either you accept it and you stay with her because you proposed to her, or I know shadow as much as be, let her go. You'll be shallow, but it is what it is. Instead of staying with her and trying to beat her self-esteem down or something, whatever you're trying to do, and trying to diminish her looks and trying to play her, or so that you don't want to do all that. So Maya just stepped away and stop going for just that, and wait a while before you start proposing to someone after they look, so that you saw they looks. Like, go deeper. All right, question number 3. I love my woman, but I'm tired of the routine. I go to work, come home to sticky floors and dirty dishes. Ooh. She says she's depressed because I got my ex pregnant and I spend too much time with my newborn. Why is she so petty? How long to wait for forgiveness? Advice. Well, you should not have cheated. Petty? It's a big thing. She's depressed, but you got your ex pregnant and you spend too much time with the newborn. And she might not have no baby by you. Now she have to realize that you spend a lot of your time over there with your ex house, spending time with your newborn, and you want to call her petty? When you stepped out your relationship and got her pregnant. And how long you need to wait for forgiveness, and how long does it take for her to give? Now, if you can't wait, you gotta move on. But you created this. You want to be coming home to dirty dishes and sticky floors because she don't want to clean. She don't got no purpose to clean and cook and clean for a man who kind of shatter her world. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't like those sticky floors either. So if you come home to that, it's only because And she was doing that before, and she was always cleaning and cooking, cleaning and everything. They saying about she always been cleaning, and now she's not cleaning anymore because she's depressed because of what you did. It's because you did that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's game an issue because you cheated, and because you cheated, she stopped doing stuff that she desired to do in the household because she don't value that you value her as a wife, so she don't need to do anything to value as a husband. And now you spend a lot of time over there. So why are you? I am cleaning this house. Now, granted, she is living in herself, but I don't think she give a damn. Because when you depressed, sometimes you don't care about the outside world. It's all about your own sort of thing. Till you get to your funk, till you get yourself out of that thing, to able to at least be functionable again in the world. And she's not in that place right now. It's because you're lagging behind. So yes, get your ex to clean your floors if you feel like cleaning is an issue. I'm tired of routine. Oh well, she tired of you treating. Was a cleaning issue. As I'm saying, now if a cleaning was always an issue, and then she uses depression as that, then you know you dated a girl who don't clean. So you gotta clean yourself. Sure. Get your ex to clean the floors. And then she said, why she's so petty? She's not being petty. Petty is that she would go out and cheat on you back and have a man. That's petty. Forgiveness only happens if she's ready to forgive you. Now, she's going to stay with you, whatever. That's something she got to work on. If she decided to keep you after this or let go. Man, I need now, lady, if you want to leave him, you got to leave him. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have a time frame, especially what you did. It's forgiveness on her own time, whether she want to forgive you or not. Now, if you can't take it, then you just got to leave. Because you voted in. So I'm just like, I know, it's like, listen, him going to his new board every day is depressing you, then I think you need to remove him out of the equation of your life so you get better to your better state. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I don't think it should go on forever. But the baby is a newborn because she said spend time with my newborn. So it is a lot of time there. And as it goes, do you have kids in yourself with this wife, your girl? If not, she may feel that way. So I think she needs to remove him out of her life so she can become better and get a man who values her as a wife. Or I don't know if they ain't married. I just keep saying wife. As a girlfriend, so you could be you. But it seemed like the reminder of you going to baby and all that stuff that for this every day and make you depressed, he's the factor. You need to remove that. Now that's advice to her, but she ain't voting in. So your advice, man, is you can't force it. If you can't do with that, you gotta take necessary steps to move away and move along. I lost my job last year. Now, question number 4. I lost my job last year, but I still go through the routine of getting dressed and heading out the house. Instead of work, I rob. Ooh. My last victim moved next door to us and befriended my girl. I know he's plotting revenge. How do I get her to move without exposing myself? boy. You want her to move. Eventually, it's like you're going to be exposed to yourself. Eventually, your teeth going to get exposed. If it ain't catch up with you and with her, it going to be catch up with you in the law. You robbing people. You think you're going to escape that and she ain't going to find out sooner or later? So you want your girlfriend to move. So you want your girlfriend to move out of her complex, apartment complex, because you robbed your victim who became your neighbor. So avoid for him to expose your teeth. You better stop robbing. And you can't get her to move. Why you want her to move? If I find out, I know best believe that you will be out this door, not me. Not me. So you should have got your job. You should have got another job. That's what I'm saying. Get a real job out of state. How would a guy know it was him? I don't know. Maybe the guy recognized him, and that's why he's trying to befriend his girlfriend. I don't know. And he said, "I know he's plotting revenge." Because maybe his guilty conscience thinking that, okay, this guy is plotting next to me. He moved right next to me, and I robbed him, and now he befriended my girlfriend. I guess his paranoia is on one-time high, and now he trying to figure out how the hell you get out of Dodge, so he won't get exposed by the guy. Because the guy recognized you by robbing him in some way, shape, or form, fashion. If you expose your face to him, he gonna recognize you. Now, if he see you out, and he been friending your girlfriend. So I don't know if he ever been to your house or nothing like that. I don't think he has. Because if he has, he probably been got exposed. But I will see. Unless he's trying to play the long game. Make you sweat. But no, you're not getting your girlfriend to move out. So, and if I was your girlfriend, I want to move out either. I said, what the hell you want me to move? Get a job. And I'm thinking you going out the house, betting yourself, you ever robbing people. So if I do find out you're not doing well, it's no good. It's not working for you. It's not working for your favor. You lie. You up here getting up every day lying and saying you're going to work when you're not. And the money you been giving me is people you robbing people. Oh, child. Hey, yes, you're right. How would he know? If he see your face, maybe he probably know. But if he didn't see you like that, it's your paranoia is getting the best of you. So you saw your victim was moving next door to you. Oh, that's karma. Now you're trying to get your girlfriend to move. I said, I don't know what's happening. You better start getting some paychecks so you won't have to move. Question number 5. It was my 30th birthday. I made reservations at a steakhouse. Boyfriend for 1.5 years stood me up, so I went solo. Caught him there with his wife. I punched her. He grabbed me. That's how I say. Like, he grabbed me and flung me across the room. Got arrested. He didn't bail me out. I want him back. I want to know what he stole. Is the neighbor stole shit in their house? That's what I want to know. What did he steal? He say he robbed people. That is a neighbor stole shit. And that was like, how you know he plotting revenge? Just because he befriended your girlfriend? How he know that? And if you go robbing people, do you rob your other neighbors too? Or other people? Or you was away at another place and you find out the person came over there and moved over there. Child. Now, this girl, your boyfriend stood you up. He was dating for you for 1.5 years, and he was married. Did you know he was married? Or not? Because I feel like if you knew he was married, and then you get in your feelings because he stood you up to be with his wife, and then you go directly to punch her instead of coming after him for stooding you up for your own birthday, then that means that, for real, that means that you want the wife out the way, and the fact that how dare he stood me up to be with his wife when he supposed to be with me on my birthday. Like, if you didn't know he was married, and then you find out, and then you want to go attract the girl instead of go after him, I said, that's messed up. You should go after him. And then he didn't bail you out, and you want him back. Why you want him back? And what to do? You can't do nothing. Why you want him back? You made an ass out of yourself. Now, if you want him back, you should have done all that. You should have saw what he did. You should have caught him, kept it cool, and when he came to your house, cursed his ass out, do something. Make him punish, make him pay for it if you wanted to keep him. But to go through all that, to punch his wife, you think he was going to bail you out and do all that? No, you probably broke the freaking code, whatever it was, that he was cheating behind his back, behind his wife's back with you for this long time, did what you had to do. That the fact that your birthday had to be in the same time he had to go out with his wife to keep up the appearances, and you made a fool out of yourself. So now you think he's going to be trying to be around with you now? No. You blow up the cover. You should have kept it quiet. But in the fact that you said you did all that, he want him back. Child, you got arrested for punching his wife. And you want to have him back? For what? He betrayed your trust. Now I'm going to the assumption that you knew. That's why you went over there and just punched your wife. Yeah, I would have put my food on his bill. That's what I said. They say, you know what, that guy over there? Put it on his tab. Put it on something. Well, do nothing. You created all this ruckus, and now you want the man back for, and now you don't got the man back because you did all this. But keep it cute. Text him and say, listen, I know you with your wife, so I'm not going to create no freaking food. But my food I just ate, you better pay me for it. Unless you want my wife to know, want your wife to know who you messing with. I come over there and say hi. But no, that's the pettiness. But I probably would have did with Tracy there. Oh, yeah, you pay for this food just for stilling me up. Now, if I probably knew you was right, but don't still me up. Sure. I still much on my birthday, and he was paying for it. Foolish. Now you want him back. I said, goodbye. You messed up all that chances you want him back. Do all that foolishness. You could still have your man on the side if you ain't acting like a fool. All right, last question. My husband said some slick-ish about me gaining weight, too much weight. I only gained 40 pounds doing panorama, and I still look good. I withheld sex until he apologized. Oh, okay. It's been a year. He's not phased. Oh, he got somewhere else. When I ask him for sex, he refuses. Am I doing this wrong? What the F? It's crazy how he bashed you for your weight and was messing with someone else, and you think you do something wrong. I said, girl, It's not like she can't lose the weight. It's not like, listen, he was not phased when you hold out with hell sex at the year because he got unattractive when you gained a lot of weight. That's messed up as it is. Yes, that's messed up. That's messed up that he left you when you gained no weight. And the fact that he's not phased for you with having sex is because he got in sex somewhere else. He got sex with someone else. And he's creeping, yes. He has me creeping. That's why he's not phased. And now you feel like you doing wrong for something that he did. No. He made you feel low because you was gaining so much weight. Remember, a lot of people, I gained some weight during this pandemic because I was eating up the storm. Even though I was still going to work. I still was eating. It went 190 pounds now. But it's not like you can't lose it. So the fact that he put value on your weight, meaning that he only wanted some stick and he only wants some freaking slim bony, he ain't want no big bony woman, all that like that, all that sort of, not knowing that you would gain pounds by having a baby, all that stuff like that. He's shallow. Shallow man. We know he's shallow. So you would hold sex and he didn't care because he was getting somewhere else. And that's the whole point to it. Instead of leaving you, he kept you, but still cheating. And now when you ask him for sex, he don't care anymore because you hold out for a whole year. But then again, it seemed like he wasn't going to touch you anyway because you gained weight. Yes, some men are superficial like that. They're superficial. Now I try to hold out, and now I'm mad. She said, "What the hell? What did I do wrong?" I said, "Girl, what make you think you did wrong?" Just like a Raina 11 Mavericks DC, she thought she did something wrong when you're not getting turned on by your husband when they have sex with you. It's been because he still was something maybe they feel like you comfortable because it's not the emotional connection. Sure. Maybe he ain't doing right. Maybe he's not doing well. Maybe you doing something that you don't feel comfortable giving your body up to. That's what it is. A girl, if you say you still look good, so it's not about you let yourself go. You still look good, and he didn't want you because you still look good because you got to wait because he was value his relationship with you based on you staying slender. It's slim, and he didn't like that, so he went out and get someone else. So I don't know what you gonna do, girl, because obviously he stepped out. Now, if you want him back, you know what he want. You might have to lose that 40 pounds. I know that's kind of wrong, but hey, if that's what you want, you mad. You say what the hell you did wrong, so I guess the only thing you want is that he want a slender wife. I said, well, you come out of my way. You said, you better not gain one little pound of no freaking six-pack you got on. If I see you a pudge in that freaking belly, I'm leaving your ass. You gonna talk about my weight? Sure, you better keep that freaking belly, that freaking six-pack going on here. But, girl, I don't know. And she got mad, too. What the fuck? I don't know, girl. But we do know. If you don't want to leave him, you want to keep him, you got to lose that weight. Make it fun. Go to the gym together. Do something. But if you're not, and you still look good and you like your weight, then he's not going to come back. He's creeping. And that's something you got to deal with. You know your man was shallow. Girl, gaining weight, you think he should have accepted you? Well, she should. But, sometimes you know your man was shallow. And yes, you should love your person through thick or thin. But sometimes people don't take that seriously. They know what's thicker than the stipulations. If the stipulations is broken, then they move on to the next. So at the point, does marriage is that value and sacred as it's supposed to be? No. People use that as a contract. That is what it is. But that was that. That was the 6-round chick. I said they've been getting some good ones every week. And there was another one that was last week, and I didn't even read that one because this one was more recent. It was interesting. But yes, y'all, that was Mrs. Social Corner. So the BET Awards coming out 8 o'clock. Like I said, if y'all want to see it and everything, I'll be on Discord. I will watch it. I got nothing else to do. I'm going to go get something to eat and just watch it. It's a pre-show right now. I'll wait till the actual Raw show. I don't watch the pre-show. So, and I usually don't watch a Raw show. I don't know why I'm going to sit here and watching it because I don't know why I'm going to sit here and watch it. But I guess I said, whatever, let me watch it. It is what it is. Sit here and watch it. And I'm going to be in Discord. Just click on Discord with me and let's watch this again and let's discuss these people. And then we're going to have a little chit-chat afterwards in Discord about the BET Awards. And then maybe next Sunday we talk about it. If y'all want to add a little segment in it about the awards. And that's it. But, you know, it's no panel tonight because Auntie Momo celebrated her birthday. So if y'all get a chance, hit her DMs and say happy birthday to Auntie Momo. It's actually tomorrow, but, you know, she in Miami celebrating it. So happy birthday. Yes, if you see this, yes. She never thirsty, but she stay wet. Yes. Enjoy your birthday, Auntie Momo. And I see y'all all. Well, nah. Wrestling pay-per-view. Oh, I might hear that. Yes. Jordan wrestling too. It's like that. Like I said, I might be in and out. I'll probably just watch it having in the background when I'm getting this clothes together because I got all these clothes. I got to put in them drawers. But happy birthday to the family member and everything. Atlanta, I probably don't want to talk about Atlanta until probably next. I don't know. I'll probably do an Atlanta review sometime this week. It'll be up. I do a review. But other than that, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank you, CM. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, JW, Toy, and Dominique for coming through and sharing with me. Yes, the world is crazy right now, but we all still have each other to lift each other up, have fun. Don't think about it. It is what it is. We just got to live through it. And that's why I think we do need house music. That's what we do. We do need to escape them. Maybe we need this type of music to escape. Just think about it, say, all right, just deal with the world we need to deal with, right? I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all all next time. Y'all come on Discord later on. Let's chit chat and everything. If not, I see y'all during the week. Peace out.
Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle Social Corner. I got a question for you.
All right. Love y'all. Peace out.